All I heard was soup weather.
Video.
Yeah.
That was an interesting transition. We go live soup weather. What?
That's what you get when you live in Atlanta.
Yeah, I guess so.
You get to drink your air.
What it feels like here today.
All right. Well, we're live. Welcome to Reckless Moves, a Sunday night live D&D podcast where we have amazing players that every week. I did a lot of planning this afternoon. I'm not going to bet we're going to use it all. Or any of it. I'm Michael Cremina. I'm the Dungeon Master. All of the player characters. With apologies to Max, I didn't update the card sheet because I'm actually traveling out of state right now. But I will do so. So why don't you introduce what we haven't done before? I'm going to have you introduce your character, each one of you. So let's start with Rockham.
Hey, so Rockham is the little armored guy who is I think it was 3'9", 250, something like that. He's a stocky fellow, I would
He's
say.
like my size.
3'9", 250?
Yeah. Well, he is made out of metal.
Okay, so so you're saying he's dense.
He's very dense, but oddly bright.
Oddly bright.
How about Oobleck?
Hi! So, Oobleck is a ball of goo. He's a plasmoid, but not a humanoid plasmoid, just literally a ball of goo. And he's also casting spells and doing some spooky stuff, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going by what's in my order of video for me. Let's go with Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur is a tiefling bard who has a propensity for red and has silver-tipped horns.
Ooh.
Nice.
Now.
Now. How about Ridley?
Ridley is very unlike me. He's tall and thin, kind of moody and broody. He's a Shadarkai rogue.
Oh,
He likes doing the stabbies and the snicky snacks.
nice.
Love
All right,
that.
and Maximiliana.
Who is on mute?
You're muted.
Classic. No, Maximiliana is Max for short. She is a GIF. She has a real love for weapons and things that go boom. I mean, guns and whatnot. She's just kind of like, she's just having a good time. I think she's just enjoying being around all these like really intense weirdos. I think she's just enjoying it. Yeah,
Hey, I resemble that remark.
you do, and that's.
Speaking of intense weirdos, last but certainly not least, how about Gust?
Shows. Would you like to fuck shit up?
So what's up?
You're looking at your boy. No. Honestly, I'm just trying to have a relationship with my father that just gave me a bottle. And, well, I've got a good friend with Oobs because
Yeah!
who the hell know what Oobs about to do? I've got a good friendship with my main girl, Max. And honestly, I'm here for the carnage, and that's why I did sign ups. I mean, they said hit things twice, and I took it literally.
All
Very
right,
true.
well, good intros, and you can see their character sheets with a couple updates that I need to do at recklessmoves.com. Now, where we left it last week, we had a good time with some politics and some clever. Well, your friend, I will use the actual names and then your nicknames so that people can play along in the home game. Because I'm about to upload in the next 2 weeks all of the non-player characters, who they are, spreadsheet like I did with season 1. But I have to only put the ones where you've met, so I have to sort that so that we're not revealing anything. Wait, who's that name? So
You mean only the ones that we've altered their names?
Yeah. Yeah,
correct,
which
but
is
I'm
all of
gonna
them.
translate- I'm gonna translate for
All
the
of them.
people at home.
Yeah.
So we have Bishop Agnon, aka Temple Daddy, but since
Not
he's
anymore.
excommunicado, he's now Homeless Daddy. So Homeless Daddy or Temple Daddy is Bishop Agnon, and that is the ally that the party has had many adventures with. However, there's a interesting thing they learned, that the origin of the temple's bylaws and doctrine has been a lie, because they rescued one Celesto and put a dead illusion body in his place from a tower a few weeks ago. God, it's that recent. So they went and were summoned by who they know to be nefarious Krusk, who was the investigator group, aka the Happy Cyclops Shipping Company, LLC.
I'm still waiting on my t-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Hey, they're on back order, okay?
Right. So Temple Daddy, because of his actions and what the Krusk and his
You mean
boss-
baguette?
Krusk is also known as Baguette. That's a Bishop Krusk, who was the actual person who indoctrinated them as investigators into the temple so long ago. In this land, for those that are new, magic is outlawed unless you have a license, and licenses are given by the temple. So, with a letter sealed from Homeless Daddy, Temple Daddy in hand, they did go to a meeting with Krusk, but they asked for a delivery of this letter with Agnon's boss. And so, where the party left it, they had delivered this letter to Cardinal Kafka. Kafka is the one that Agnon, aka Temple Daddy, says he can trust. You don't know if that's true or not, but thus far, you have delivered this letter, and he read this, and then Krusk, who wanted to meet you alone to get information, was summoned in front of the bishop, and was a little bit put upon, a little bit shell shocked from having Kafka in this interrogation, which he had planned. So it didn't go Krusk's way, and then Kafka got a message, and you stepped outside after all of this intrigue to look at the sky, and in the, apparently for some of you, the first use of Skywrite in any campaign, someone had directly over, which is a awesome spell, directly over the capital city of Alrazil in the land of Alenoria, where we are, in the sky, it says, "The temple is a lie, Celesto lives." And that's where we ended it last campaign. So you are, you went back inside, and you are alone with Cardinal Kafka after this. And I think Cardinal's, you'll have to, I think the exact quote was, "That's interesting."
Yes.
Or-
Yeah, it was.
So now you're alone, and now you haven't revealed everything to Kafka, but you just saw this Skywrite, and that's where we're picking up this week.
I think we also have a.
No, it's fine.
You have a what?
Nothing.
I was going to say journal entry.
Oh yeah, I was just about to ask. Do we have a diary entry?
Yes.
Because, Max always keeps a personal diary in every session.
And sometimes I can even read my own handwriting.
I've already heard this one.
That I can't help you with.
Yeah. Is today one of those days, or is
And
it one of the off days?
No, it's just one of those days. Plus, I wrote for some reason in a lime green pen, so that's also helping.
Nice.
So okay.
For reasons?
Yeah, well, I can't explain it. Okay. Dear diary, Temple Daddy explained what happened to get him excommunicated from the temple. It really wasn't a fireable offense, if you ask me. He just wasn't pulling all of the temple's lines. Silly. I thought about it, how all of this has really affected Temple Daddy. He's worked for an organization and built on an outright lie. And really, the opposite of what we know as history. How devastating it has to be for him to learn that the thing he's built his life on and lived his life by is completely wrong. Truly astonishing to think about, and my heart really breaks for him a little bit. Kafka came through, one of the ones that Temple Daddy knows and wants to help. When we arrived at the capital, we went to the temple and spoke to Kafka before we spoke with Krusk. As we told the story, they got more and more suspicious. It actually played out very well for us. Kafka came with us to meet Krusk, and man, oh man, they gave it to him. They gave it to him good. In all the best ways. Very, very good at playing dumb and putting roadblocks in every single one of his plans. It was something truly wonderful about watching the bad man squirm. That's what I got.
Nice.
Like throw the
Very
bad
good.
man
Bro,
out
bro.
soon.
Yeah.
I love the dire pitches. Because it gives such flavor to what actually happened. I'm glad you do this every time. All right.
So the only problem we have right now is we have not given Kafka a new name.
Well, is
Big Al.
Kafka's first name
Oh,
Franz?
no.
Is that the
that's-
problem you're worried about right
That
now?
that's the only problem that
Yeah.
Ridley can see right now.
I say we call him Roach.
Give me
Roach.
time.
Roach is a good one. That's a good Kafka reference.
Good Kafka reference.
Kafka Roach
Ah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, Kafka Roach.
instead of like Papa Roach, he's Kafka
Yeah.
Roach.
Yeah. I'm a fan.
Wow, that's elite. I like it.
Is this his last resort?
It could be.
Well, his life has been torn to pieces.
Ah.
Nicely done, everybody.
Right?
Points all around.
Look out if Papa Roach ever plays Vegas.
Oh, my incredibly depressing literature reference there.
We'll all show up with signs that say Kafka Roach.
Yeah, right.
Like, what the fuck?
We can all wear bishop hats.
Yes.
Great.
Big funny
Oh my
hats.
gosh. We would be the most popular people at the show.
All right.
Yeah.
Can't wait to look at my literary drop.
Okay. Sorry, Michael.
No, don't be.
You just got to get it out of our system.
Yeah.
We just, I figured we had to get that out of the way.
You
All right,
are-
all right.
Get it out of the way. More like a warm up.
I will say that after seeing that, Kafka who has been fairly verbose with you and very sarcastic with Krusk in a little veiled way. But he is, excuse me, I apologize. She is visibly silent.
We probably
witness this. In your Arthur, with your passive perception being so high,
Sick.
you notice that she doesn't look like overly disturbed or anything, but she does look like she's in thought as to. So that's where we're going to start. It's everyone
someone-
else, you guys are back inside. Your Kafka's assistant is still outside the door. So
Oh,
Can someone refresh my memory? Did we tell Madame Roach whether or not we found Celesto or not?
I gotta write this in the
oh yeah. Oh yeah. We definitely
we
did. All right.
Okay.
In
Yeah, because
crazy
we
detail.
had the conversation of whether we actually told
No, we told Temple
Yeah,
Daddy.
yeah.
I don't know if we told Kafka. We certainly didn't tell Krusk.
Yeah, we didn't. I know we didn't tell Krusk. I just didn't know to what extent we divulged information.
Yeah, so we told Kafka that yes, we definitely found them. We lied to Krusk and said that we didn't get far enough because they have impossible traps. We killed everybody else, but we couldn't get back through the last barriers.
Okay, with that in mind, then I think Arthur would turn to Kafka or Madame Roach and basically say like, "This wasn't us." Like,
Yeah.
I promise this wasn't us.
Arthur, are you writing in the sky?
That I knew it wasn't you because no magic could have been cast from in here. You were with me, so we've had some. Well, the reason you're investigating, of course, is you know about all the very disturbing murders that have happened in the kingdom going back over the last year. It is. There's rumors that start, and of course, we don't know, and one of the reasons that actually, on a 2-3 vote, we offered to start hiring investigators, and I was one of the ones that voted, along with one of my colleagues, Aduli did. Yeah, it's interesting.
Who was the against?
Well, I think you can imagine who would be the against.
It was fucking. What was Baguette's dad's name? Like Bread or something? I think it was more imaginative than Bread, but it was something along those lines. There you go.
I don't think you gave a name for Cardinal Kanerv, who's Kanerv.
We didn't know him long enough.
Kafka, Kanerv, and Duladane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Kanerv is the one who voted against.
Mostly just names, but
Oh, I'm gonna guess like the cool alphabet soups upstairs is like definitely some homeless daddy work. Like he's the only other person that knows. So if you wanted like a letter of recognitions, right, that's probably it.
I mean,
that was a good catch because you almost said Temple Daddy. I didn't know who you were talking about.
Yeah,
Then you
I
said
mean
Homeless
he's
Daddy,
now
and I knew who it
homeless
was.
daddy.
Yeah,
Oh no, we gotta find him a nice
Temple
place.
Daddy no longer exists.
yeah, it's true.
I could. We have received a official letter of asylum, so there will be a conclave vote, and I think he has enough goodwill and allies that we can officially welcome him back. But in the meantime, it is probably good he didn't personally respond to Crust Summon, because any cardinal can officially start an inquisition as well. I have never done one, but Kanerv has done a few, and there's really only 2 results thus far for those. One is life in prison, and the other is
Not
a little
life.
bit worse. Yeah.
no one expects the Kutho Inquisition.
It was there. I was playing with it in my head, and I was like, nah, I can't do
I knew
it.
someone would
And then you found it. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
knew
You
someone
found
would
it.
get there.
If it's a terrible pun, it's gonna be me.
Alright, so other
Is that a challenge, Rockham?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh gosh.
Bruh.
He squares up to Ridley.
He's so tiny.
I just
Oh,
looked down at your one googly eye.
You're looking square at Ridley's shins.
Hey, I might not have the reach, but I can kick real hard.
That works. Alright, so if you were towards making an inquisitions for yourself, what would that entail? And what could be the benefits for us?
Who would we inquisitize?
Yes. I mean,
Didn't we hear about a bunch of demons being summoned in like the desert or something? Or did I just completely make that up?
I don't remember demons and deserts.
Yeah,
I
that sounds-
sort of do.
That sounds
It was
familiar.
Okay, so to refresh your memory and those that are listening, you did see someone summoning a demon and stopped them in the basement of the hospital
Yep.
a while ago.
Yeah.
So and you learned from your the administrator of the hospital that the a couple things you oh yeah, you called them. I forgot the nickname you called her. Now I have to go look. So there's a couple things that happened there. Yeah, you're the Happy Cyclops Shipping Company LLC. You actually officially told that because Captain Brith was the captain of the hospital, and you stopped someone named Salis, who is part of a group that you learned was called Red Dawn. Who was summoning a demon, and you stopped them from doing so. A flame priest was doing a summoning and stopped that. You also saw in the desert the aftermath of someone who had been summoned, and there were some chains that were broken, and there was a summoning circle that you saw before you used a rope trick to hide before your invasion of the tower.
Right.
And also, we fought someone who summoned a demon in that arena.
Correct.
Yeah,
And
the
it was
demon
also
jacked him
flame
up.
priest, and the demon just like squished him and left.
Yeah.
Hey, where are those flame
rolled
priests?
poorly.
Where are those flame priests based?
There's also there's one other thing. Just remember, so the the elf that you rescued from that hospital, who was tied up in the same room that they were
Yep.
creating the flesh golems,
Yep.
was Quill Eversong.
Yep. Who will ever song?
Arthur is not privy to any of this information, so he is no help.
And so,
Yeah.
the administrator of the hospital was Dr. Dooley, who I think
Pretty sure we called Doolittle.
I'm gonna say, how many wheels does he have?
Dr. Dooley,
Yep.
aka Doolittle, was
Seems right.
She actually did a fair amount, turns out.
I go ahead. Sorry, Mike.
and you were just there, but Quill Eversong was heading to Figrove City, but then home to. You actually never learned where his home city was. I don't think. I have to go back to the notes and see.
You mean this group of sociopaths taking an active interest into somebody else?
No.
We're way too narcissistic.
There's a reason that we rename everyone. We don't give a fuck what their names are.
So we do have one place left to go that we have not been,
Oh.
and that is there's a tower directly to the west of where we currently are that we currently have on our ship a way to get in, and the reason that we are going there is to further incriminate Krusk.
Oh, the Skywatch Keep.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's directly to the west. So we do have an inn, we have a reason to go there, and it will compound our
Compunctions?
Well, let's pitch that to Roach.
yep, because there is a place, we do have an inn, we have a reason, we have a direction.
Yeah. Okay. So Arthur will turn to Roach and say, Madame, I think that we have a lead in Scarwatch Keep, and it seems as though we might be able to uncover some evidence as to some wrongdoing of your compatriots if we go and explore this.
Evidence would be good because we have. One second.
Does the evidence have to be alive?
There was a so I'm in Southern California, and there was a very loud in my headset National Weather Service warning.
Uh-oh.
Don't die.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that would be very annoying in a headset.
I thought Kafka was getting some.
It's torrential rain, but it's not bad where we. So,
Nice.
Anyway, so sorry, I was getting blasted in my ear. I didn't hear that last part.
No, no, you're good.
We have a way to get in.
Yeah, we suggested going to the Skywatch Keep for evidence.
Yeah, and we have a way to get in. We literally have them for like another month, I think. They have to help us get towards where a thing that will be specifically incriminating for Crust. Like
Yeah, because
100%.
Gaius was cast on him, and it lasts for a month.
Yeah. So we have a way in. We have a reason. So if you need a red stamp on the back of this guy's hand, we can do that. Not that Gus says it that way at all, but
That certainly has merit. That would be.
I mean, unless
any evidence would be useful. The other,
unless you have a better idea, Mizra. Arthur says under his breath.
I have a few, but I need to get word to Bishop Agnon in order to, and I need to organize a vote to see if I can welcome him back. So if you want to go investigate the keep, there are also I don't know if I want the answer to this actually. But
Probably not, knowing Arthur.
you were in the tower and you could not get past the last barrier.
oh no, we definitely did. That's how we released him. I mean, we met like the father or the last true general of magic. 100%. He's actually kind of a dick because he left immediately. It was definitely a dine and dash kind of moment.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he was trapped for like multiple hundreds of years. So
Can you imagine how badly
I
he
could-
had to pee?
I would be very grumpy also.
But Rockham, you don't have a sense of smell, so you didn't notice how bad that room smelled of pee.
I was gonna say, Rockham didn't even know. He wouldn't know what it feels like to need to pee.
He was held in the stasis field, so he didn't actually even know he didn't have to do anything. But
His depends was so full.
and as soon as he was
Oh, just all went at once.
that's why he wanted to go to the Magnificent
Gross.
Mansion right away. He's like, I need a door. Boop.
Yeah, if we ever go back
You
there, we'll
understand,
go in
I-
the swimming pool in the basement.
Yeah, you don't understand. I have 2,000-year-old pee that I have to get rid of.
Gross. That's a UTI.
There's a reason it's a hot
Yeah, you
tub.
learned it was definitely over 600 years.
Wait, why does everything smell like eggnog?
Ugh.
Oh my!
Something's fermented in the basement. Nobody
That
knows
hit
about it.
everybody. Sorry, I'm proud of myself for that one. I'm not going to apologize.
That was good. That was good.
No. So what we know.
So there's a few paths I could suggest. Certainly, Skywatch Keep has, if there is any evidence. Do you have actually any evidence of Rusk's misdeeds? Anything that proof, not story, not what you've heard or people you've vanquished, but actually every evidence.
Rockham is the keeper. Rockham is the keeper of our logic for Press being bad, as far as I remember.
Yeah, but we don't have any actual evidence because we keep killing people.
Yeah. You could go to the hospital.
So I
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
in,
You can go to the
the
hospital.
trade arrangements, which I have been reported from people you don't know yet, and I'm going to keep those cards a little close to the vest. But I do also have, besides Bishop Agnon, I have other bishops that are well placed, and I have heard that the trade arrangements that we now have with Oldthorpe and soon the sister city of Havage, down in the Scar, that there was a pirate that was defeated, that you
Yeah, that was us.
But we didn't keep anyone alive to.
Well, except for all the families we let free.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
would the queen's testimony be enough?
Like a queen.
Well,
and a
Technically
sister.
two queens, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically, the one who knew about the connection to Krust was Balsac Selleck.
Ballsack Selleck, yeah. That sounds
And
Right. We killed him.
unfortunately, and the thing is, we didn't really mean to kill him. We booped him with a wand of wonders and accidentally lopped off his hands, and then he bled to death.
It was pretty.
Yeah.
It was pretty
accidentally.
Allegedly.
In fairness, the effect was random.
Allegedly.
So we used to be a little
She's
crazy.
just taking all this in.
Yeah.
Taking all this in. Okay.
Yeah.
But like, can't we just like summon Baguette here and be like, Zone of Truth, bitch, and like,
No, we
How
just
does
did that. We need to catch him in his. We keep on killing all of his underlings.
Yeah, and guys,
Like
Zones
that,
of
though.
Truth,
I noticed a trend toward that. And
Zones of
perhaps-
Truth are only as good as the people who are caught in them. I know this for a fact because I got Zones of Truth once.
And you told the truth. And you just told the truth, but not all the truth.
I mean, our guy on our ship is a direct employee of him. That's how we're getting into the tower.
Oh yeah, we have the shape
I mean-
changer guy.
Yeah, and a direct employee. That is, that you can put him underneath the zone of truth we have, and he can testify without lying and forced to not lie about him.
Was the methodology by which he was conscripted threats to his family? Because that seems to be a modus operandi.
No, that's the bad guys.
No,
The bad
that's
guys
not
do-
our modus operandi. We
Yeah.
take a
That's
more
what I'm
direct
saying,
approach.
like your witness
Yep.
was this witness conscripted under threat.
Yep, to his family.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I don't think this guy was part of
No,
that.
we
thing.
made that last joke again with taking the family. That was their last time we made that joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why this guy's done this. In fact, that's their way of doing it. The modus operandi is exactly correct. We'll steal your family. You got to do this.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that this guy's family was stolen.
Yeah,
I think
well,
that
this
this
is-
guy was in it because he
In it to
wanted to
win
be
it.
in it.
Really?
So is this guy Sathio or is this
I don't know who the fuck we're talking about.
This is Chains Face McGee.
Yeah, he was the guy that was pretending to be the dead corpse
Yes,
in the
okay.
bar.
Yeah, Hovier, Hold My Beer or Zomboy.
No,
Yeah.
Zomboy was the friendly shapeshifter.
Yeah, he
Then
was the
there
one
was
that
the
got
other
there in the
shape-
bar.
Sathio's Change Face McGee. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see that.
And then
Sathio's
Chains Face
fuckface.
McGee was the one who was impersonating Agnon.
Yeah, we've made
At
it
the
real easy
Coliseum.
for our poor DM.
So the name is Saitio Rodiri, and he is a
Yeah.
and
And-
Saitio, his family was kidnapped,
Right?
and
Yeah, okay.
you don't know where he doesn't know where his family is, and you haven't released him yet. But he's
Right.
so Change Face McGee, or Hold My Beer or Zomboy, depending on what day it was, is Saitio.
Well, no, Zomboy and Hold My Beer, that was Hovier.
Holvier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the friendly.
Saitio was the one who was conscripted. Holvier is already gone.
Saitio, I believe, was only known as Change Face McGee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
By you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the only ones that matter.
Narcissism. There it
I'm
is.
making another column in this spreadsheet. It's just the party name and his name. Because everyone's had a nickname thus far, pretty much. And
Yes.
ones that don't, well, you may run into later. So
Yeah.
We're trying to be consistent.
Yeah.
It's,
So,
it's not at all confusing to the guy who named them in the first place.
It's a party attribute.
That's why I have this.
Sorry,
spreadsheet.
God.
I'm like, who is Change Face McGee? Oh, yeah, okay.
Sorry, Michael. Next time we'll make creativity our dump stat.
No, I love it. I just have to, keep track of it all.
Creativity, my dump.
So I can message the ship.
You referred to Dr. Doolittle, and I'm like, who are you talking about? Like, oh, Dr. Dooley, the hospital administrator. Okay.
Oh, it always makes sense. You just have to.
You just have to.
That wasn't a huge leap, but change
Just gotta-
the key. I wasn't really sure who that was.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
That's
so
fair.
guys, I can call the ship and have them bring us Change Chase McGee because remember I gave them a sending stone.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, step out of the magic barrier or whatever that's going on in this place.
Wait a second. Can we get our ship there? Because we can't. We have to show off that it flies. Not everyone knows
At
that.
the water dock which you sailed into
We
Yeah.
could
west of the city.
Yeah.
we could
Right.
just have someone from our crew run them over.
I was gonna say, like, maybe we get a twofer and just we go investigate Scarwatch and we send Roach to go converse with Changeface.
Hey, oops.
Yeah.
Do you think that, like, your windy buddy wants to have, like, a field trip?
Oh, absolutely.
Just to make
Love it.
sure that Change Face
Who's your windy
McGee's.
buddy? that you're-
Aaron,
Aaron.
Yeah, we got like an
Aaron, the air
elemental.
elemental from the ship.
He loves playing with
So
fish.
you're suggesting to have an air elemental parade someone through the center of the city capital.
Oh, he can go real high.
In
this
fairness,
road
that's
trip
not
you
my
talking
idea.
All this means that, like, he will definitely arrive. Probably unhappy, but
Yeah.
Guys,
This guy
how
loves to
about
throw fish at people.
we just send
loves fish.
a couple of Kafka's guards to the ship, and someone from our crew gives Change Face McGee to them, and they bring him back in a cart. And it's
It's nice
Super
and
easy.
and nice and tight. All right. I just wanted to just.
Yes, I can
Do
send
it the
a couple-
easy
I can
way.
send a couple guards to what is their
the-
ship's name?
This is like the only
The
guy
happy-
that we've managed to not kill, so maybe more than a couple guards would
Yeah.
be out wise.
Yeah, actually, he's our only witness. He's our legitimately our only witness.
Our
Protect
only
him with your
living
life.
witness.
well, hell, we could just go and pick him up and bring him back ourselves.
Would it be worth our time?
Yeah. What?
I mean, at this point, we're literally saving the kingdom. Are we going to do a fetch quest?
It's a good point.
I don't know if it's a fetch quest if it's to our own boat.
I say we have someone else bring them.
Yeah. I want to go play in Scarwatch.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cart
Yeah, I agree.
Goes outside and
Takes a breath.
to the door and summons one of her assistants and says, "Please send a squadron to
There you
the
go.
Happy Cyclops
How many is a
in
squadron?
order to return someone named Satio Radiri. Is there a password or any thing that they need to say so that we are not?"
Arthur just looks at Oob.
Well, how about
Take
we
some
could
raw
just travel
fish.
to the boat with the
Take
squadron.
some raw fish.
We could just travel to the boat with the squadron and do the handoff, and then take the boat to Scarwatch.
That's also
That is
true.
probably the most efficient.
But if we can trust this woman, letting them know that our air elemental likes to play with fish, even though he doesn't, and I'm unaware of that, is a really good passcode.
Yeah, and if you give me the fish, I can use some magic powers and put a message in it that's like, "Hey, Aaron, Oob knows you really don't like fish, but can you help us out and bring this guy over here and whatever?" So
Well,
I can do that.
Or you could just use the password, Oob rules, and Aaron is a friend.
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah, but Aaron needs to know what we're doing.
That would be kind.
You know, I think all of our plans together work together. So,
Agreed.
Mr. Matt, walking towards our ship makes sense when it comes to a path, when it comes to going to Star Watch, right? I do believe with you, Colin, going to Star Watch is the most interesting thing for us to do. The password, let's make a fun one happen and all that. True. The only reason I was trying to use the air elemental is because of the lack of possibility of us losing the only person that can corroborate our story, other than an ancient wizard that everyone thinks is dead, and a disenfranchised bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so Michael, we do that.
Yes. we do exactly the inverse of what I just said.
We do that what?
I walk towards the boat.
We're going to the boat with the squadron.
In fact, can she come?
Yeah, does Kafka have time? I know she's busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Come on, Mama Roach.
it is generally
Mama Roach.
not practice to have cardinals go out in the populace. Just in there are people that don't like the temple.
Well, yeah, but I'll buy you a beer. Mama Roach.
So, and then as a door bursts open and the assistant comes in and whispers in Kafka's ear, it's like, Kafka says, would you excuse me 1 second? We have a development. And you hear, as the doors open, you hear and see guards running toward the front doors that you came in. Like,
Shit.
a lot of guards running to the.
Armor of Agathis?
I'm sorry.
Armor of Agathis?
He's getting ready for a fight.
Yeah. Do we?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Hey,
that's just
Gus.
something that happens, right? You don't have to cast it. Is it a feature?
No, you have to.
No, I have to cast. I have to cast.
Okay.
Oh, I can't cast.
Oh yeah,
Why?
not in this room. So,
Sorry.
Oh, that's right.
You definitely hear like a lot of guards running to the front door and a lot of activity. People
Hey, Gus, could you send Boog?
Strapping.
Find out what's
us.
going on?
Can you what?
Could Gus send Boog to find out what's going on?
Was Boog his name? Was that really his name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sick.
He's Boog the booger crab.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, right?
Came out of his nose.
Yeah.
So he scurries.
Okay,
And-
he scurries along, and as you're scurrying, there are because from your point of view, there are a lot of very tall people in plate armor, like
Yep.
big legs, clong, 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 and lots of noise. Can crabs hear? This one can't.
I think we determined that
Only
it's good
in
because
D&D.
it's actually a fey creature
It is the face spirit.
and not a real crab.
But
I am
crabs
holding-
can hear, right?
I am holding on to
Okay, so here we
RKM,
go.
by the way, because I can't.
Crabs
see
can
it.
hear. Crabs can
Crabs are
hear.
called setae, and they can detect
That's-
changes in water pressure, which is translating signals to their central nervous system. It is found that hearing plays an important role in how crabs live.
That is exactly what I found.
There we go.
And they like to carry stank
You love
knives.
that.
So basically, in your hearing, you're like, "Oh, it's so loud," because
Right.
plate mail boots clang, clang, clang. On marble. So you're kind of are you following
Yep.
along?
Oh yeah,
So
100%.
You see. Boy, I wish I had that. We're going to theater of the mind this now because there's something.
Hold on,
later I don't.
I'll
wanna
help.
use. So you're crap. So you, as you run along, one of the guys looks down and like, whatever, and just keeps running. They flank the doors and they start pouring out into. The front of the temple has these. You don't know why, but they're exactly 12 kind of like stairs that are in a circle that go up to the front door. They are pouring out in there, and there is a huge crowd that looks angry that you see at the front door, and it it is the crowd is probably about 40 people at this point, but more people are coming up from various areas to the front door, and it's very loud and a lot of yelling, and the guards are pretty quiet. Now there is a bishop that walks out, who you can see even from a point of view looking up. It's Krusk going out and says to the crowd in a voice louder than you remember, maybe it's been altered by some spell. Anyone caught in this area will be arrested. Disperse now. And then people are yelling like, "What's this? What's this?" So the Skyrite has. See what the. I didn't even look to see how long it lasts. Let's see. Just 1 second. I think it lasts so.
Concentration up to an hour.
So it's still there for sure. And everyone's like, "What does this mean? What does this mean?" And Bishop's like, "This is just the people who have been committing these murders trying to distract us from our investigations. This is nonsense. Celestial has been dead for 658 years.
Wait, who was saying this? Sorry.
Crust.
Krusk.
Russ.
Oh, bullshit.
Baguette.
My
And
favorite.
so the crab is the one outside, and Gus' eyes are just white. Like,
Oh yeah, I'm holding the RKM's head. Like that's like my
your centerpiece,
yeah, right.
your anchor.
Yep.
So
Can't hear and can't see.
but you see everything that's happening through the crab.
Outside.
Oh, I can talk. Oh, some shit's going down. Like they.
Shit's going down.
That's all you're saying? Shit's going down?
Oh yeah, they definitely don't like the skull rotten shit, and like they're asking like why can't they just use magic willy nilly?
That's actually so it's a lot of over talking and noise and yelling, and someone throws at first it's just a piece of bread, and the guard doesn't react to that.
He
And
threw
then-
bread at Krusk.
at one of the guards, and then a dagger gets thrown,
Oh.
Whoa!
And
The
it-
plot
and it
thickens.
bounces off one of the guards, and then they go to break up the crowd. I'm gonna roll here.
Oh, snap.
So so Gus, you're relaying all this information.
Oh,
as
yeah.
you speak, right?
All right, and then there was bread. Holy shit, daggers!
So a dagger gets thrown, and then the guard attack.
Hey, Kafka, I think that your guys are gonna escalate this situation.
I will go outside and see what I can do. And the card, please
seems wise.
stay here. I
Aww.
Kafka goes outside, and actually, through the door, before she shuts the door, you also see another cardinal who you haven't met yet.
Woo!
So you don't know the name or anything, but the robes are definitely. I'm going to make the icons with different colored robes so that you'll know who's a cardinal, who's a bishop, who's a priest.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
using one icon, so it'll be easy to tell from the robes of what they're wearing, what their role is.
Yeah,
So
who's
anyway,
who?
the cardinal steps out, and I'll shut the door because Krusk is in the hallway, but they're out front. So cardinal steps out, and the crab sees the cardinal go out, and there's a melee happening. The guards aren't attacking or killing people, but they are pushing the crowd back with
Sure.
shields and holding spears. So they are pushing forward, trying to get the crowd to disperse, and people are now throwing rocks, and there is they say, so you can use magic and we can't use magic, and what's this about? And everyone's looking up at the sky and pointing and yelling, and the the Kafka comes out and says in a very loud voice, "Soldiers, stand down. People, we will investigate who made this skywriting. This, as you know, skywrite is often used for misinformation. Please calm down. I will give you my word." And then Krusk is super irritated that the bishop or the cardinal has stepped forward and taken his kind of like command of the soldiers, and says, "Guards, stand down. Move back. If anyone attacks you, you may defend yourself, but I do not want anyone killed. And I want you all to go home, and we will investigate this, and I will personally let you know what we find as soon as I have a result of who is responsible for this and what is behind it." Obviously, the temple's not a lie, but any organization needs to have accountability. So if someone has done something wrong, we will let you know.
That's about as good as we're gonna get, guys.
We need to investigate Skywrite.
That's got to be Temple Daddy. The only other person that knows.
Well, I mean, it could actually just be Celesto.
It could be Celesto or Temple Daddy. Two options.
Okay.
Could be.
Okay.
I don't think Temple Daddy would do that though.
I think it's Brolesto.
Burlesco?
Brolesto. He's a bro.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
looking up something. Give me a second. Then the
If it helps, I can levitate the crab behind him in an all alien pose. Joking. I'm obviously joking.
Just make a crab halo.
Yeah, right, yeah. Oh, crab.
so the card. I just saw the video. The corner of my eye. Crabbing.
All the time. All the time.
I crab
That's- That definitely adds. I feel like that adds validity. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh.
Just don't worry, we'll throw your crab a rave later.
Could you imagine being my poor wife being buried in this?
How do you think my wife feels?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So, after a few minutes after this speech, the other than 3 people who are arrested, the rest of the crowd does disperse. They're grumbling, and Kafka doesn't even acknowledge Krusk and says, "Guards, stay out here, but you have my orders. Krusk, let's go back inside now. Let's not exacerbate the situation." And they both go back in through the main doors. The whole 20 guards remain outside on the stairs. Usually there's 4, but given the skywrite, they're on high alert. And
You guys get a repeat? I said, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming.
as you also, from your point of view, how far can crabs see?
Oh, I'm
A
gonna guess
long
30
way,
feet.
like 6 miles or so, I think.
No, I mean, I'm gonna say 30 feet. It's nice. I mean, like, honestly, I can swim and I can walk. So let's just keep it as a simple 30 feet of all. Well, I can see more than 30 feet.
You have blind sight to 30 feet, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Which means
Oh, I can see everything.
you
Can I see?
You
I can see-
You see-
invisible things.
Could see.
Yeah.
So
I got some magical sights.
I
Me too.
am both glad and sad that I looked that up. There is a in the as Krusk walks back in, there is someone who is standing beside Krusk who is invisible.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh
Uh-oh.
shit.
Going back.
I'll grab RKM's head and start lifting them slowly up off the ground.
That's
All I'm saying is, oh
What?
shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I don't know if I consent to this. What's happening?
Welcomes.
It's okay. You have a safe word.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
Oh,
You are literally lifting me by my
As you
head.
follow, what occurs is that there is someone invisible beside Krusk, who, as they part ways, because Krusk's and Kaner's domicile and everything is in the south wing, and you're in the north wing. So the cardinal comes back in and says, I don't think we should go right now to your ship and bring anyone through the streets. There is the skywriting has caused quite a brouhaha, and it is.
she over's here. There's an invisible person by Krusk. Right now. Right, he just went a different. Right, I'm gonna send my crab after invisible guy. Right, follow the crab. Seriously, invisible person in your castle.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Then you're gonna follow.
No, the crab's following.
So you can follow the
That's
crowd.
Follow the crab.
Then I'm going to move Krusk and Valoni.
And maybe a Roger? Roger's our rogue.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a spell that could help, but I can't use it because
I was just busy thinking that we should have named the crab Clapper Call.
Oh
No, 'cause
different campaign.
He's
Rick.
destined.
Different campaign.
He's destined for death. We don't want that.
Oh.
Well,
flicky
I mean-
pinkies.
Yeah.
But,
Not. He's destined for not death. Question mark.
I love that the dice gods made it a crab. I'm
can
so
the
Right.
crab bite
I'm gonna have to
Amazing.
move,
Yeah.
or uses steak knife to like
well, no,
somebody's
bro,
Achilles
help
heel?
action. So much better, help action. Help action every time.
Yeah, look in the Facebook chat, the image that I posted.
Oh, is it the crab with the knife?
Yeah,
Yep, I don't even have to look. I know that.
I've seen them before.
But I'm currently following Invisible Dude. Follow the crab. That means follow Invisible Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't turn invisible. I can teleport, but I can't turn invisible.
I can turn you invisible, but we have to leave this area.
See, that's the
Well,
issue.
none of this is happening because the crab's just following, right?
But I just told the bishop, Mama Sui. No, Papa
Roach.
Papa Roach. Mama Roach.
I see where you were going, but it's the
Sorry.
wrong band.
Sorry.
It's the wrong band.
It's the mamas, not the papas.
Yeah.
Just another crab.
Mama Roach instead of Papa Roach.
I don't think I do, but I'm looking to see if I have a crab token. If not, I'll
what's-
next week.
Oh, it's not going anywhere unless we need to fly, and that cost me like 2 hours to make happen. So it's going to be a crab.
So the crab comes. You're following along, and you see Krusk go back into this the main room, where not into his chambers, and he starts heading west to go upstairs to his chambers.
I'm saying all of this out loud.
Shuts the door, and then this. Can you see this character? In the it's like
Sir, what I have is a game paused on the original screen.
I was gonna say we're all in like a random room.
yeah.
We can just theater mind this.
I'm
man.
in a stream, but I can't. I'd have to move all you guys, so you can look on the stream, if you want. But there is a suddenly invisible person appears, and Baloney and Krusk both are. Baloney's the.
I know, Oscar Mayer and Baguette.
Awesome.
Oscar Mayer.
Okay, just a second.
Filoni has a
Spreadsheet.
first name.
We did that one forever ago.
I love that.
There's so many alternate names.
Filoni is what? Oscar Mayer?
It's first name. boom, 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 boom. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
It's, Oscar Bologna is Oscar Mayer, and Baguette is Krusk. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Michael. A lot of this
No,
is
it's fine.
my
I'm
fault.
just writing it down so I don't forget for next week. Okay.
Oscar Mayer is Crust's bishop or cardinal.
Yeah,
Is
sure
that right?
is.
Okay.
And with my little crab eyes, I look underneath the door because they're mobile.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can. The door's floor to ceiling, but the door, I assume you went in just before the door shut.
That's so much better.
You see Krusk and Bologna, and then out of invisibility, there's a looks like a you can see color too. Yes, you can. Okay, so you see this person that's invisible, even though no one else has or did. It is someone who's got like shocking white hair, a kind of like almost very ashen skin.
Okay.
Like gray, not
Mm.
not just a gray skin with, and as looks
Like a
around-
changeling?
Ooh.
I've-
I don't know.
I've
You
met
see someone
changelings. Okay.
Let him explain.
And is in his right hand, wearing a black gauntlet, only on the right hand, and as turns around and looks around and smells and interesting, and it walks over
Oh, I run.
toward you.
I run. I run.
Smells like seafood.
Unfortunately, the door is shut.
Well, I've
He
seen
reaches
Little
into his
Mermaid.
pocket and pulls out a can of Old Bay.
I mean, like I have seen lobster get away from a French cook before.
So you're kind of run around in this room.
I at least challenge him.
Okay.
Now
so
we would know that in
roll
order for
let's roll this out.
Absolutely.
in order for this guy to be invisible, he had to have the permission of a bishop or a cardinal, right?
Yep.
Roll the dexterity check.
Let's say roll.
Plus 0. Your
Plus
dexterity-
0, no problem. So D20 plus 0.
Just roll a
Roll.
D20.
Roll a dual
Beautiful
check.
wife, get me there. I think I got there. No problem. D20 plus 0.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Natural 20. Natural 20. No. 6.
Okay.
6.
Uh-oh.
Oh well, now you know the name, which you shouldn't know. But anyway.
If a crab could give the birds, he does.
So the crab goes, "Caw, caw, caw, caw," and this creature who, and Cross is like, "What are you doing, Gilmeyer?" That's revealing the name in game.
Uh-oh.
And-
Gilmeyer, like
Yeah.
Gilmeyer.
and crushes the crab under his boot.
Oh.
It's-
That's
Oh,
not
no.
shoot. That's not
It is
shoot
fitting
me,
that-
I have a headache.
It is fitting that Mr. Gill killed the crab. Can we all agree?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
By the way, the whole time I've been screaming into your ear, Rockham, like because I don't know volume because I'm blind and deaf. So I tell everybody everything
We'll
was
go
happening.
back to the room where you.
I was thinking
so-
Gilmore Boy.
So you what you saw was, Krusk, and you recognized Filoni, and you saw this creature or being that I described, and you can convey that to the party.
Yes, that's what I do.
Very loudly
Everyone,
and in my
amen.
ear. Thank you for that.
Yeah, very, very loud up until the
Cardinal
moment.
says, What are you guys doing? What are you talking about? There's someone invisible in. It's not supposed to.
Yeah.
Like not.
It's not supposed
Mr.
to work.
Gill.
The invisibility is not supposed to work here.
like not normal.
Unless they've got
invisible.
permission from one of your compatriots.
Yeah, Mr. Gill, aka Gilmore Boy, aka Gil something, was invisible for sure.
Oh, I mean, like not normally invisible. Like only a crab could see invisibles.
Well, like if it was an innate
What crab are you talking about?
It's a long
Outside.
story, man.
Oh,
She didn't see this crab.
When she says that, you just see Gus' eyes get so sad because I'm not aware that I can bring it back yet. I sneezed and it existed.
Gus
so,
just lost his best friend.
Yeah, right.
It was-
I invisibly
That's Oob.
obsessed.
So he had a pet crab, and the pet crab found someone named Gilmeyer who was invisible, and then he wasn't invisible and crushed the crab.
Not
Yeah.
normal invisibles.
It was
like
like
he
the
was still
booger
invisible.
crab.
He was still invisible, but the crab could see.
Yeah. It was a boogie crab, so to speak.
Either so either he had an exception and was able to cast invisibility on himself, or he innately has the ability to turn invisible through other means than magic.
blind sight's different than see between invisibility. Blind sight's different. It's like devil's sight.
Yeah. But like he might not have had to cast a spell, was my point. He might just have the ability to be invisible.
Kind of like I have the ability to teleport.
Exactly.
Yeah, I am just currently holding on to tick crying.
Aww.
Well,
Hey, if you sneeze, maybe the crab will come back.
Gus, have you tried to sneeze again to bring him back?
I reach into my bag in my rations and pull out a little pouch of pepper
There you go.
and hand it to Gus.
Well,
Snuff.
I mean, in game mechanics, it will take me at least an hour to recreate a. So,
Yeah, but I'm not a magic person. I don't know that stuff.
that's
And
true.
I thought the
can't-
crab actually came out of your nose.
Neither do I. I
I'm
pour
a strange
pepper
guy.
down a thing and I don't sneeze,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
you're supposed to pour it up your nose,
So the reason you
make you sneeze.
So blind sight normally doesn't see invisible, but because the crab uses like echolocation,
It's a
Like
super
a-
cool choice.
you basically saw an outline of this.
Super cool. It's a really
So-
neat choice.
You wouldn't have.
I couldn't
you don't-
describe them.
Yeah, you don't know the purple or the white. I realize.
Right.
So the kind of the way that they show the predator in the movies when it's invisible,
Yeah.
just a sort of shimmery outline.
Yeah. No, Michael, I think it's super cool. Super cool.
Hey,
Because
I
it's
have
a
an
crab, it's not like if it was something else that just had vision only, it wouldn't work.
Yeah. And crabs don't get a lot of other cool shit, so. Like, I'll take the crab cool stuff.
hey, Kafka, if I may, if Gus can direct us to the room, I can cast one spell that won't hurt or affect anyone but me. And then I might be able to see the invisible guy that Gus Crab saw.
I think that is. We already know there's something going on with Krusk, and that there's someone in his area that has been. I wonder if Krusk is under someone else's control.
Wouldn't the
it's
maternal
true.
roach be able to give us the ability to cast magic if she wanted to?
Um,
Because she is the great and powerful maternal roach.
Well, no, because like the whole idea is that no one in there would be able to supersede the safety
No,
nets
but I thought
they
that they
put
said
in.
that the three cardinals could.
Oh,
no,
you're right.
No, they. I didn't say that. They don't
No?
have the
Okay.
ability to overrule the place.
The
Only-
wards.
Yeah, only the head of church can do that.
Just the grand poobah.
You
Yeah.
you don't have a name or anything like that for that. So
Hold
That's
on.
why it's the grand poobah.
Yeah.
You know what? I am that player. I always have a bag of flour.
What?
Nice. Yeah, let's just get them close and you can chuck a bag of flour on them and we'll get the outline.
I mean, like, yeah, I always
true.
have. This is I have a block and tackle, pendants, rope, bag of flour, and
I have
balls.
caltrops and a bag of ball bearings.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I have sand.
I can make crab robot and make him see invisibility.
Well, there you go. Mine just got stomped.
I mean,
How long does it take,
Dispel
Rocco?
magic. So.
I think it's just an action.
But doesn't that get rid of the sending stone that you have?
No, I'd get rid of my repulsion shield.
So, Mama Roach, it feels like we should go interrupt this meeting of the evil minds.
I don't know why you keep calling me Mama Roach. I don't know where this.
Just roll with it. Don't worry about it. But
Yeah, it's best if you don't ask questions.
Hence all
Yeah.
the other words.
I have so
Our methods are a little unorthodox.
no,
I don't think that sending anything into without evidence into another Cardinals enclave would be so bad for me if anything was found to have my guests cause a ruckus.
well, yeah, but we're Crust's employees supposedly.
It's true.
I understand, but you've already had your report, and you haven't been giving marching orders from Krusk or so. I think it might be prudent. There's a couple. Would you wait here, please? I want to go talk to someone I trust. Would you wait here?
Can I ask you one question before you go?
Yes.
Do you trust your boss?
I mean, it's the head of church. I mean,
But
yes
seriously,
or no?
you've got all this other bullshit going on. Do you trust your boss?
well, yeah, all my life. I mean, I trusted. It's a great question. I don't know anymore.
Okay, I wasn't even honestly expecting an answer. I wanted to get that question into your head.
Guys, I think that we can usurp this religion.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh,
Just give
the
us time.
cult.
I too think that we can become the kings of this world.
In the name of the Arthur, the Rockham, and the Holy Oob.
I love that.
And Ridley, Max, and Dust. And the crab.
And the crab. Everything smells like shellfish.
The booger crab that once was.
And will always be.
The crustacea fiction.
I mean, head Perrin has been the head my whole life. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, I couldn't imagine the bad things that Krusk has done.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
mean,
point
You
exactly.
don't want to imagine it, but is it possible?
At this point, anything is possible.
So you say that
You're telling me that someone who's supposed to be dead for over 600 years is up and around and released and doing, in another plane.
I watched him do a cartwheel.
Technically, at this point, I think he's in a
said-
demi-plane.
you said that the only person who could allow magic in here is your boss. And there was a person who was invisible.
Aiding
Unless
who
it
we know
was
to be evil.
true, the mean, I can't imagine that was allowed. I don't know how. I don't have an explanation how someone can be invisible without.
You don't want to imagine it.
That's. I don't.
There's a difference.
I don't know a method. Even if I could imagine it, I don't know a method.
But your boss could do it. Could make it happen. Could allow it.
Just with a simple like stamp, right?
I'm not saying that's exactly what happened, but there's that possibility. You need to consider that before you go forward and start talking with your boss about what's going on your side, just in case he's actually on the other side.
So there's 3 cardinals, right? How many above cardinal are there?
Just
one.
the one.
Just one, just the head of church.
One leader to rule them all.
Oh.
One ring to bind them. One leader to bind them.
Kinky.
And in the darkness find them.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah. Anyway.
All right, so let's let.
But he's probably got dark vision. I figure he's that powerful. He's got dark vision, so.
Let's let Kafka talk to their confidant, and we can kind of strategize about what we want to do because we know there's something going on.
Yeah.
Who hopefully isn't Kafka's boss.
And there's definitely no listening devices in this room. As you know, that's not possible. There's also no scrying that can happen here. You are safe in this room.
Oh, this sounds like
I mean-
exactly what's happening.
Yeah. So says you, who also said that invisibility was not possible in this area.
Uh-oh.
Bum bum bum. People have access codes.
Touche. I will return shortly. And you are in the room.
I'm still crying on tick.
Oh, I need to move the. Oh, sorry. I need the. Now I have to move the stream token.
Are there definitely turns to the group and it's like, I think we just dip, guys. I think we just leave.
Yeah, back to the ship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of what it feels like right now.
Well, it would be rude to leave Kafka without saying goodbye.
Well,
and
we can
also,
leave
it
a
might implicate us in some nastiness that we didn't actually do this time.
Well, we'll just leave a note that says Mama Roach.
I like that clarity. We didn't actually do it this time.
Yeah. Mama Roach, after evidence, adios. Like, boom,
Yeah.
done. We're out.
I like it.
I'm still
Where are we
sobbing.
gonna go?
Oh, there's 2 stream tokens now in that room. You
Oh,
get to see the
We're
room.
gonna go to Scarwatch Keep after this then?
Yeah, that's where we're going.
Yeah.
Are you bailing now?
I think we bail.
Yeah.
I think we
also-
did. This is too much turmoil for Arthur. Arthur's like, this is not secure. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Roger's really the only character that could do anything about this. Maybe Tick.
I was like, I don't have any magic, so I can't do shit about anything right now.
You can inspire us.
I can persuade you to follow me to the ship. Let's go, guys.
As long
Well,
as you do it
persuasion
with
check.
small actions, like we're going this way.
I'm not staying here by myself.
Yeah.
So you're going to leave?
Yeah, let's leave a note behind
Okay, go ahead.
and just say, going to continue our investigations. Krusk has our sending stone.
Ooh.
One more thing before we leave this room. Can I look around and see if there's any thieves' cant
Nice
inside this
little-
room?
Great question. There isn't any thieves' cant in this room.
All right. So as we're leaving, I want to keep my eyes open for it,
Yeah.
like in the hallways and stuff.
You can leave your own thieves' can't remember.
So,
I
Yeah.
can, but I don't know if I want to
As
inside
you
of
open the
here.
door, you see Baloney.
Baloney.
Oscar.
Maloney, the steward, who is in charge of the guest list and access to bishops and whatnot. So Maloney is outside, and then Maloney's like, "Oh, I think the cardinal asked you guys to stay here. Are you? And as excuse me, I will. And the cardinal comes back.
Ooh, good timing. Good.
So, I have taken an informal poll, just verbally. We definitely, we seem to have the votes. I should never use the word definitely. We seem to have the votes to allow my Bishop Agnon to come back into the fold, but it's going to take some time, and our next scheduled vote isn't for about a month. So he needs to stay wherever he is staying. For now.
So he's just going to be a homeless daddy for a whole month? That's not fair.
Yeah, we can neither confirm nor deny that this message will be thrown to the right person to stay away for a month and or lesses and or mores. We cannot confirm and or deny that this message will be translated to the right homeless daddy.
Yeah.
Do you have
What Gus said.
would you theoretically have a way to communicate with the bishop?
Theoretically, we can neither confirm nor deny whether we have a way to communicate or not.
I have a sending
If you
stone.
had a magic
At
8
this
ball
current
with a
point,
calling
we
stone-
cannot.
Rockham's just said, I have a sending stone.
But it doesn't work here, Rockham, so.
Arthur's hand just goes over Rockham's mouth and is like, shut the fuck up, Rockham.
I
Don't tell you, I don't have a mouth.
Yeah, Rockham doesn't have a mouth. He's got googly eyes. That's about it.
I haven't made his mustache yet.
Arthur has wrapped around Rockham's head to dampen the noise that escapes from Rockham's head.
Arthur's throwing his cape over him, wrapping it up.
All right, yeah.
Rockham has a turban now.
I'm going
He switched religions, and also he has not said anything.
I'm going to suggest that you not go out the main doors, but I will give you an escort through the interior entrance to the side, and then you will be able to go down to a side street and make your way to your ship. I do not recommend going out through the front doors.
I will.
The crowds are mostly dispersed, but I don't want. Well, I don't think you want to be seen in
Yeah.
this place.
No,
Let's
you're
hide our
right.
baggages too.
I'll take the hand off of from Arthur off of Rockham's mouth and go like, so call the crew, like pick us up, like over there. I don't think at this point it matters if they see us fly or not.
No, this fucking pandemonium.
But you can't do it until we get outside.
Yeah, and I don't, and honestly, like, if they see a big fancy flying ship, they might throw shit at it.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Crossbow bolts.
yeah, our wind elemental likes fish, so maybe he likes crossbow bolts too. I don't know.
Or garbage from a trebuchet.
Yeah, but we're talking about, like, guys, we're talking about an hour of travel. Like, we'll have to, we're an hour away from the front door.
Well, yeah, but we're also talking about trying to leave in an inconspicuous fashion.
You're absolutely right, Rockham.
I don't think that flying in a boat is inconspicuous.
Well, fair enough. Well, can we at least ready them? That way, that
Yes.
the moment we get on, because I'm the sailor, so I can Jack Sparrow this shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, as soon as we step foot outside the anti-magic barrier, I will send a message to the crew.
I love this entire plan. I'm so happy to be part of it. Although I'm so sad about my crab.
Oh, sorry.
We'll get your crab back.
I don't know
Shakes
that.
himself into a crab.
Oh,
A little dance.
yeah, right. So you guys are leading Gus, and then I just fall upon Oob. Like, thank you. And I'll just, I am inconsolables.
But instead of like click click noises, it's
Like,
yeah, super wet and gooey.
That's not good.
Gus, once we get back to the ship, we can all do shots of melted butter in honor of your little crab friend.
I think
With
you
some
would
garlic.
like that.
Aww,
Yeah,
that's so cute.
Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. I don't know how I'm going to figure that out, but I'll have to figure out how to get them back.
All right. Well, you here.
So we out.
We are
I'm gonna
out.
transition just to the world map so we can let people know where, in general, you are. So you have exited the temple in the side entrance, which I did roll. You are not. You don't think you're seen by anyone that's obvious, and with a couple of your passive perceptions, you have oh, this is these squares are 30 miles. Or the hexes are 30 miles. Ignore the squares. So give you some sense of scale.
So, God, we're talking about days.
So Arthur
Well,
turns to
you're-
his party.
You've got a good cart system between the main city, and there's plenty of transportation back and forth. And so you can, as you came in through the cart system, basically public transportation, and they're constantly going back and forth between Artford and the Alrazil. Actually, the temple. So the temple is inside the main city. So there's 4 gates, and you aren't stopped exiting to the west gate where you came in.
Ah.
Still have my bus pass.
Monty
Arthur-
Pass.
It's a gold a person for each ride.
Oh, we're
Otherwise,
fine for
It's
that.
an entire little over a day's walk.
Yeah, we're fine for
Like
that.
cart with 2 draft horses, it's pretty fast. And you pass through Artford. Is there anything you recall? There's lots of artisans and places. You've already done your purchasing, unless you want something else.
I need bullets.
Ooh.
We need bullets?
Yeah, we need bullets.
Badass.
So bullets are relatively cheap. So 20 would be, I think, gold. Let's just say gold for 20.
Okay.
And there's plenty.
I want to make Max chainmail out of bullets.
Yes.
Or out of the brass casings.
There you go. That'd be cool.
Just because it's a coastal city, do they have a metallized net?
A what?
A metallized net? I wouldn't be taking much time, so like 1 in 20. You know what I mean? Like it's something I've been
Just
looking for.
a net made out of like
Silver would
stainless
be the
steel or
one.
something
Yeah, right. Yeah.
instead of rope net.
Like a chain net?
Yeah.
Well, like what I would be looking for would be silvered, but I don't expect. I'm trying to get on the. I'm trying to. It's just a port city next to one of the most important places in the world. If they happen to have it as I run,
Oh, I'm just gonna roll.
Hey, Max, is your rifle magic by any chance?
It is, since you put the scope on it.
Oh, okay.
that's awesome.
Hey.
You did find a
A silver net.
one net which has silver filigree around the outside and the corners, so that when as you throw a net, you have basically a handle to throw.
Yeah.
To cast the net. So you've got the outside of the net is in silver.
Tell me how much. Tell me how much. Tell me how much.
Well, there's a lot of silver. It's actual silver, not like silver. It's 20 gold for this.
Abso-fucking-lutely. I've been looking for this particular item for quite a while.
Ooh.
I cannot wait to spend this money.
So you pass through reserve, and as you enter the ship.
Yeah, I can almost see me like picking it up on the docks or something.
Accra is there to greet you and says, "We've because you said you were going to send a message to be ready."
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is hoist the long sails.
Well, so they are prepared, and they said we have stocked up, and there's a lot of really good food and spices here. So we've got some great meals coming up. We have prepared the sails and he uses his air quotes. We prepared the sails for you, and we're ready to take off when you want.
I love that we unionized our fucking crew. They just love to be at work. Like it's like, yep, fucking let's go, Cap.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're paying them way above market rates.
I was gonna say,
Hey,
And we pay for them to have prostitutes.
it's
Yes, we
amazing
do.
what fair wages and good benefits will give people.
Oh,
True.
they're that one evening of let's just say partying, it was definitely good for morale. So
Can I
There you go.
stop and do a coin exchange somewhere?
certainly
I've got my own coin.
You've got.
I just wanted to, yeah, I've got my own set of coin.
Yeah, I just dropped 20 on my net. I have 100. I had 150 gold,
Okay,
so I
what do
just
you mean
dropped.
you have your own coin? Oh, your own.
Yeah, I've got my own stash of
inventory.
coin.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. What do you need?
I just wanted to trade in 20 gold for silver.
Okay.
So that would be 200 silver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do, just
Yeah,
exchange,
you
make
can
that quick
convert-
exchange.
You can convert any currency at any of the banks in any city. So if
Yeah.
you want to do currency exchange, it's there's no fee for that. It's just like, trading ones
Right.
for fives, It's tipping is encouraged but not required, and it's like no one expects.
Oh, I would toss them an extra two gold as a tip.
Nice.
Hey, God, is our crew also good sailors?
They are more, actually, most of them come from a sailing background, working on an airship. Was new, except for your first mate Akra and your quartermaster. Most of the crew came from
Actual ship.
Were hired from an actual ship.
So
I'm actually proficient with navigation, and I have navigator's tools.
there we go.
Yeah, so you're good at, and also Gust as well. Both of you guys are,
Yeah.
That
was my whole life.
safe. Yeah, you
Yep.
spent your whole life. You're both very attuned to.
Well,
viewing
well,
vessels.
well, then in between me and Raj, I would like to burn out, if you ever could, in a sail ship as we take off in high fashion and hightail it the fuck out of here before we lift off, because I know that that's going to go to Archaeum realm. So if there's
You're
Yeah.
gonna go out quite a ways before you take off.
Yeah.
Correct?
yeah.
So we leave like a oil slick on the water as we get to go.
not oil.
Basically, you guys throw the ropes and the sails go all. They have great timing. They have practiced. They threw all the sails up at once, and
Yay!
it's you're doing a good 15, 20 knots. It's very fast for a ship.
You pilot, I'll guide you.
Yep, that makes sense. You do see a small twinkle in
what's
Gus's
actually
eye.
happening is the sails are not necessary. You're actually
Using the
your
motor?
ship on the water. Right?
That works
Yeah.
fine.
It would be really fast to the trained eye, but to the guys on the dock, you guys are just another one of ships leaving and coming. You're not
Right.
Well, we have an air elemental to help us.
True.
While we sail out, Rockham is going to attune to the spelljamming helm.
Of course, because I can't fly in the air, even though I'm an air genasi. But yes, that is completely RKM's world. I do take the advantage of doing a little bit of whitewater rafting before we lift off, though.
Yeah, we're just trying to get there faster so that Rockham can take over and we can go.
Yep,
start
that's the
moving quicker.
idea. That's the idea, for sure.
As we take off, you just kind of hear, we're looking for some clear sky on our way to Scarwatch Keep.
Oh, I didn't do
And
this
we're there.
right. Sorry. You're
It's wonderful. I like
Um,
it, RKM.
so you're heading west toward Scarwatch Keep, right?
Yep.
Go west, young man.
So,
After an hour, can I sneeze out a
you've
crab?
got- so Satio's the guy you've got under Gaius, and if I'm not mistaken, Sarah, you dropped off at yeah, you
There was
actually-
somebody chucked over the side of the boat.
that was Sari.
Yeah.
And did so let me
Did we kill him?
What?
Did we kill him? Oh, sorry. Really horrific part of history.
I'm just
No, that was a bad guy. Aaron chucked him off, right?
Oh, that's right.
yeah, Sari is did not get it was someone else I have to look at the notes, but I forgot to take that token off. Chips.
Yeah, 'cause one of
is
them-
the one that's under Gaius, which is he's the one that and Vincent was the one that you dropped off over his home in Casta
There it is.
Featherfall. And Vincent was reunited with his family, and it was surprised everyone when he landed. Like the Featherfall ran out just about 10 feet up, and he just went boom.
Nice. Just 1d6. It's all good.
Yeah, I've always been
Under
working 10
Gaius.
feet. That still hurts.
Under Gaius. He's under Gaius.
That's not
Gaius
bad.
under Gaius.
That's not bad. Under Gaius?
That's pretty good. He's under Gaius, under Gaius.
Under Gaius.
All right, so Akra says, well, we're heading west to where? What's our destination?
Keep.
Scarwatch? Yeah. Is it west or south?
It's directly west of where we were.
And in the first hour, you're attuned back to the Elm Creek.
Yes.
So you are able to fly, but you're currently in the water. As you heading west, it's a beautiful day, and
Dust, we need you back on the ship now. We're about to take off.
You see me crying over the rail, man. I lost my pet. My dog died.
Aw.
So,
I don't know I can get it back yet. Y'all gotta figure that out for me. I'm not smart.
somebody had Pepper
and the
earlier.
bishop says, so what happened? Because you didn't tell anyone that he was on your ship.
Right.
I didn't know that he was on our ship.
Honestly, I
forgot
forgot.
to you. That's what-
So
how I felt bad.
You were the one that was taking Bishop somewhere safe.
we
I thought
we
he
met
played
with
shifted.
we met with Mama Roach.
No, he stayed on the ship. You went to meet with
Yeah.
him,
Yep.
took his letter.
That's fine.
That's why he was able to cast skywriting.
He bamfed out though.
You don't
No,
know
that
him
was-
yet. You haven't
No.
talked to him yet.
We met with Mama Roach
And-
inside
wait,
before Baguette
who's
showed
Mama-
up.
Who's Mama Roach and who's Baguette? What?
Kafka, come on, you gotta keep
Try
up.
to keep
Kafka
up.
and Crutch.
Yeah.
Homeless Daddy.
You met with Cardinal Kafka.
Yeah,
Yes.
Roach.
Oh, why
Yes.
do you call her Roach?
Don't
A
worry about it.
nickname, just like you are Temple Daddy. Well, homeless daddy technically,
Homeless
but
Homeless Daddy now.
I will
Temple is
retell
daddy.
my temple. I have confidence, but
Well,
did you find out if there's votes? What? Tell me what happened.
she
It
said
takes
that-
months.
that she believes she has the numbers, but there's not supposed to be another convening for 30 days.
Oh, no enclave next month. I mean,
Yes.
they just had one.
So we also met with Baguette
Best.
Okay.
while Mama Roach was there. He was not happy.
Oh, because he wanted you one-on-one, and she was in the meeting.
that's right.
Yes.
Oh, clever.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
That's just how we roll.
So, Ship Daddy. Oh, so what you do
There we go.
About
Add
ship.
another one.
Ship Daddy.
Yeah.
Add another column.
Well, he's
Ron.
not homeless. He lives on our ship.
I'm putting him in this sheet.
Fair
Right,
point.
so ship.
No, that's a good point, Gus.
Yeah, right. He's not homeless. Right. We
Yeah,
all
no,
have a
not
homes.
Actually, you have
Alright.
plenty of really nice rooms.
I was gonna say,
I
just
mean, not.
So ship daddy.
couch surfer
Formerly
daddy.
homeless daddy.
Oh, shit, I got my questions for you. So, there was like a super invisible person. Like, invisible enough to get through all the timey-wimey bullshit of
Oh,
like,
that's right.
the head.
Inside the temple.
Right, so that's like not normal bullshit. Like,
So
that's some real,
How did
like,
How did you find this out?
I just start crying.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I
is
put
it-
I put my hand on Gus' shoulder.
Yeah.
It's a very sad story. He
I don't
sneezed
have
out a
crabs
crab.
trouble.
Yeah.
He sneezed out a crab and it went and it
so
spied.
Yeah.
And it could see that there was this invisible person. But then the invisible person also saw the crab and stepped on it and killed it. So Gus is very forlorn right now.
Yeah. There was a boogie crab, and now there is no longer a boogie crab, and it's a sad day.
It was a crab from his nose, so perhaps we can get him to sneeze out something. I don't know how the magic stuff works.
I'm hoping that he figures out that it's a find familiar.
We could find out. Hold on one second. And reaches into his pouch, goes, and blows pepper in your face.
I sneeze.
And a crab comes out.
Yay!
Yes, you did it! Yeah!
Now it is canon that your find familiar
Is a
requires you
sneeze.
to actually sneeze.
That is fantastic. I love
It
it.
doesn't have the time-based element, but you have to sneeze out the crab.
Oh, so it has to be
Your
natural.
book has returned.
You know what, Michael? That's a really cool read. I'm digging on that. All
You're a
right.
crab, so
So we impart everything to said
Chip
Oak
Daddy.
Daddy.
I'm trying to figure out why and how someone invisible would be in Krusk's.
I brought that up. I brought that up to Kafka, also known as Mama Roach. And
I see you use code names, so you're not using their real names.
Yeah.
there you go.
He's
That's
finally
it.
catching on, you know?
So
Yeah,
so
code names.
she had
Yeah,
told
code
us
names. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a ticket. That's a ticket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are-
And my wife, Morgan Fairchild. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We are very smart in this team.
So I had pointed out that she had told us there was only one person who could allow magic in the temple, and that was her boss.
Wait.
But when I pointed out there was someone invisible in the temple who was working with Krusk, she didn't want to admit that it may have been her boss.
I mean, we're talking about like all the way invisible.
But like,
Like
No,
super
So
invisible.
either it's someone who has that innate ability, which would someone's nature, would it be casting magic? It would be their nature, or Head Perrin has allowed it.
That
Neither of
was
which-
my point.
Neither of which is good. Either it's someone's nature. I don't.
Right.
I have to-
Which is few and far
Do we
between.
have a library on this vessel? A dumb question. I don't think we. I need to do some research, but there's nowhere safe to do so here. Let me ponder a minute.
We just so happen to be going to Scarwatch Keep, which has a library.
In fact, that's the thing that we're going to go look at. We're going for their library.
That was a complete shot in the dark. I had no fucking idea.
No, that's actually
Yeah,
what we're
library.
going to look at. That was forever ago, but we were going to go see their library.
So, the library was in Alraziel. And there are multiple levels that you would have access to. There's only one level that you would have access to with your badge. Skywatch Keep
Would
is
there
not
be a
a
library
library.
in Havaj?
What about the dwarves?
It's an ancient place.
There would definitely be. Well, it could be. I don't know about how.
And we're friendly there.
Well, both are, but there's also the city. There's a decent library in Figro City to the south. But the best, there's only 2 cities with great libraries. And I'll pull up the map again to show you.
You know, when we were in our last dungeon, multiple rooms for libraries.
That's true.
Yeah, that
We
was
could just go
Celestos
back
Tower.
to Celestos.
Celestos Tower.
But it was almost like someone had a plan that there was something to read in that library.
Yep. I mean,
Oh.
Celeste. I mean, like. Also, he would get
And
like
made
the
a-
biggest wizard boner ever.
You did search the library, but you searched it for, you got some titles, which I hope you wrote down. If not,
I
I'll-
did.
We were mostly looking for clues to the puzzles.
I most definitely did not write down the titles.
It wouldn't happen to have been a blue glowing book or a red glowing book.
There
One of the
were-
smutty novels that Max took.
That is true. Max
Yeah, you're looking for something slutty?
took some engorged novels.
The 2 books that you found were Fiends Are Your Friends and Gollum Animation.
Oh!
Those were
Both.
the 2 ones that you kept. Other than there was one called Bolg Love, which is about Furbolgs. It's like a Furbolg love story.
Oh no!
Bolg Love was one of them. That's a super callback, only for a few people that listen to this podcast.
Well, also like Ship Daddy would he would learn so much from one of the most guarded reciprocities. No, that's not the right word.
Repository.
Thank you.
Repository.
The thing goes up your butt.
No, that's a
Repository.
I'm being
It's
funny.
also-
This one's reused. It's a repository.
We just dump him at Celestos Mansion and he can just read the library there.
I think
And
that's what
then
we
he's safe.
do.
That's probably not super safe without people to protect them, though.
And they're gonna go check that place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Baguette was sending people
Yeah.
there, wasn't he?
You are right. You are
Chris
right.
was
What about the,
informed and said, "I'll be sending a party," is what he said.
What about the magnificent mansion that we stayed at?
Can't
That
get
would have
back
a
into
library.
it. Cannot get back into it.
Yeah.
Unless he left us a key. I don't even think you can. Maybe
Well, no,
because
it's in a
creator
Debbie
of magic.
It's
Do we wanna go-
And once you left
The pocket dimension.
once you all left, that door shut and that disappeared.
Aw.
Do we want to go
he
wait
used
at the
a
tower
ship
and-
to leave this plane somewhere else.
We want to go wait at the tower and kill Crush Party when they arrive?
No, I think that we
That
go
feels
to
bad.
we go to Star Watch Keep, man. This is what
Really?
we do.
Yeah.
They're working for him.
They are, but they don't know. They don't know any better.
And we
They
got
don't
it
know
in.
these
We got
We
it
can
in.
tell them first.
Got an insurgent, man. Let's use the pieces that our God has given us.
Are they gonna believe us, or are they gonna believe like their fucking
Well, see, that's the
lord?
thing. We give them the choice. They decide whether we kill them or they believe us.
Yeah, but we're not technically murder hobos, and
That,
we
that's
have.
being nice. That's
we
not
have
murder
an
hobo.
insert-
We're giving
we
them a
have-
Who
choice.
is one?
But like
But see, here's the
we
thing.
earned a
Rockham
guy.
is
High five
flying,
to
and he's
Oom.
flying to Star Watch
Yeah.
Star Watch Keep is my personal vote.
So
No.
Skywatch. I would vote for Skywatch.
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's go to Scarwatch. What do we do with Boat Daddy then?
Boat Daddy?
where,
You just
well, so not only what do you do with Boat Daddy or Ship Daddy, whatever you want to call him, but what are you going to do with the ship?
Well,
Land
our,
on land.
We're expected there.
can you pull
Ross
up
Simpson.
the
No,
world map
no,
again?
You're not. You're not expected to Skywatch. Crust didn't get
No,
Oh, I thought he did.
no,
Can you
he
pull up
wanted us
the,
to go to Our Zeal.
He never mentioned it. He
Michael,
only
can you pull up the world map again?
Sure. Absolutely.
Russ wanted us to go to Our Zeal to meet with him.
Yeah, which
It
we
was
did.
our idea to go to Scarwatch because we have someone on the inside.
Why don't
The
we?
spin thing it didn't work for the map. Sorry. I like.
Why don't we?
We'll live.
So here's where you are, and you're in the currently in the sea. You haven't taken off yet. You're 30 feet or roughly 30 miles off is when you usually take off, so that you're not seen from the dock.
It's like just over the horizon.
Out of sight, far enough, and you don't see any other ships around you.
So why don't we land? I don't know if my little pointy is working, but there's a little bit of a peninsula south of Scarwatch, technically in Celestor.
South? Celestor, like here?
It's not pointing for me, but
I
yeah,
know.
like
Up or
like,
down?
up, yeah, where the green one just was.
Right there. Cool.
Yeah, if we just land our ship there in the water and then approach by land from the south, that'd probably work.
So 60 miles up.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're approaching from the south.
Not if it's here. That's only about 15 miles.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We'll do it there. I don't know why it's X, right? To point?
No, I just used the left click
You don't
button
need the
and
exit.
hold it down.
We all know where we're going if that's where we're going.
All right, so you're heading west.
So we're going to sail the whole way.
Yeah.
You're sailing the whole way. Okay. So
That's going to take a lot longer.
No,
It's going to take a couple days, but I mean, it'll take you about 3 days by sea.
Yeah.
and when we're an hour off of shore, I'm gonna reattune to whatever thing I dropped attunement for the
A shield of some
You got a
sort.
shield.
For the helm.
yeah.
You have like a deflection shield or something like that.
Yeah.
By the way, really good pickup.
Yeah, the repulsing shield. That's
There
it.
you go. +2 to AC.
I think it's +1 to AC, and I can knock people back
There you go.
when they hit me. Yeah, because I have a 21 AC now.
Oh, shit.
I will
What's the
go.
terrain like from here to Scarwatch?
I hope it's
On
getting
the map it
I-
looks sandy, but
I hope
What is
it's
it
getting
actually?
greener because we've been planting some damn trees.
Yeah,
out here,
that's south.
we're on the other side of the
That's-
Deadwood
I
Forest.
was gonna say that's southwest of Scarwatch.
Yeah, we haven't been over here yet.
Well, then
Yeah.
we need to plant more trees.
All right, Ridley Appleseed.
I still have more seeds.
As you are sailing west, I'd like you to roll a. Who's at the helm?
If it's on the water, it's me.
I was
Yeah.
navigating and he's piloting.
In fairness, Rockham, since he's attuned to the spell jamming helm, would probably be keeping watch because he can see from the ship as if he's standing anywhere on the ship at any given time.
My
I'm
back.
pretty sure Arthur, Max, and Oob are just like playing cards on deck. Like,
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
running.
Is Max hiding a card behind her ear?
For hippo ear, no. No, Max isn't shooter friends.
Fair enough.
but Arthur does.
Who
Arthur
has
Wood.
one like in its being, but you can completely see it?
That's actually really sweet.
But Max
It's just-
don't address
As it
it.
slowly disintegrates.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
holding an ace of diamonds, like just
Yeah.
randomly.
Yeah.
Well, we died. I guess we knew.
So, Michael, do you need us to roll something?
1 second.
All right.
Yeah, you do.
You want me to bring up the sailor attribute? That way you know how much it is.
Nope, I just need to roll something. Just give me 1 second.
Copy.
Okay. Yeah, roll a d20.
Who?
Whoever's sailing.
Okay.
You got the pilot, you got the navigator. Can we do that with advantage then?
You can.
Okay.
Go ahead, Robbie,
so-
roll with advantage.
Absolutely. 1 second.
So you hold down the control button?
I'm just gonna roll 2 d20s. Easier.
Oh, okay.
2 d20s. Actually, I figured it out.
Well,
That doesn't make any sense. Why was 9 the only thing? Is that combined?
Oh, I added
combined. You rolled a 7 and a 2.
So, you're heading west, and everything's fine, and all of a sudden you hear and they get closer and closer, and the ship, it's like the ship is rocked.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And you, from the, in your mind, Oob,
Yeah.
it looks like those strange pointy head thing they shoot us.
Oh, okay. I shout to the group.
And then
Strange pointy
and
head
from the
thing.
crow's nest, you hear pirates, and that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Oh, pirates!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, crap!
I guess that's fair. We did
Guys,
kill one of
we
theirs.
suck. We're in danger.
Yeah, we are in danger. I grab RKM.
Quick, Bevy, lay an egg. We'll throw it out.
That's awesome.
Ooh. Wait, do we get to do ship combat now?
We are doing. You have some ship weapons. You have some individual capabilities. They all have ranges, and we're gonna do a sea battle.
Nice.
This is awesome.
To start.
That's awesome.
Because you are now you might be able to take off, but it's you just took that helmet off. So
Oh, well, how far are we from the,
we'll find out next week.
uh,
Hey, you got you. I do captain ships. Like it's
yeah.
gonna be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. Like
Thanks-
so, you
thanks,
guys
everyone.
can be
We'll
cool.
see you next week.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.